I'll say it now. This card is overrated as fuck. If you have infinite mana, you can kill your opponents.
Yeah. Oh, true.
And stop running seriously. It's not that good. This card is absolute dog shit.
Do you think it's dog shit?
This card is absolute fucking dog shit.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another tier listing of new cards in the set. There's 100 million cards that come out every single set, and you're looking for opinions. And guess what we are? We're just three guys in a basement talking about some Magic the Gathering cards now. Today's set is the Hobbit. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. I like the theme, but I wish the draft archetypes were a little cooler. But we're going to talk about 30 cards that we thought were hyped, overpowered, over-talked about, and just straight dog shit. If you haven't been here before, oh shit, I cursed in the beginning. If you haven't been here before, we have 5 rankings ranging from insane. These are turbo broken, neo staple cards that should be played in almost every deck that it fits the color pie for. Solid. These will probably see heavy use in archetypes, not necessarily niche archetypes. Potential. These are more niche cards that are really good in niche archetypes. Overrated. These are cards that a lot of people are saying are really good, but are probably just fine. And then dog shit. These are cards that either got overhyped or just straight up bad, and they're bad cards to begin with. Did I miss anything on that?
No, that's pretty on point. That's kind of how we did it last time. Same categories as last time. If you haven't checked out our previous tier list pods, you absolutely should.
Go get your opinion from Marvel from that one. We'll link it.
Yeah, wherever.
Also, we have a Hobbit video coming out this week.
Friday.
This Friday coming out. Please go watch that.
Yeah, we took our time on this one.
That video was a bitch.
Yeah, it's a long video, but it's pretty fun. Pretty fun games. We took our time, sat through all the pre-release, all the new cards, and made sure that we were playing some pretty flavorful decks and showcasing the new cards and not just strategies around the commanders that got released. Let us know if you like that over having a video up on pre-release. That's something that we're still kind of weighing. Do we want to try to rush through a deck, play it on pre-release, or do we want to wait till release day and, you know, play with more cards, get to see more cards, more commanders?
Mm-hmm. For transparency, the timing for us is weird because a lot of the times we need to effectively record during the middle of spoiler season, which like makes things clunky. We might not see everything that we do.
Yeah.
But you know, if we wait till release, we do at least get to see everything can brew at full potential. So let us know if you want to see things a little bit earlier than I think you would normally see it, or if you want to wait till release. Because, I mean, obviously Wizards ain't sending us shit early.
Yeah. I love Star Trek Wizards. Send me Wizards or Star Trek stuff early. I love Star Trek.
Or you could just send us Reality Fracture.
You know, people were telling me it's not Benedict Cumberbatch, it's Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's Cumberbatch.
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 I'm saying it with a P. I've learned it that way. Anyway, we're talking about the Hobbit, not Star Trek today.
Well, he's Hobbit related.
Yeah, he is Hobbit. There's like 4 separate Smaug cards. Are they on the list?
A couple.
Okay.
Yep. I think 3 actually. But we'll get there. All right. Our first card.
Unhighlight overrated.
Oh, yeah.
Boop. Okay, that's good. That's fine.
Oh, shit. Give me this back. There we go. Okay. All right. So our first card is a card I'm actually super excited about. This is Belladonna Took. This is white and 1 for a 2/2 halfling citizen. It says whenever a token enters under your control, you gain 1 life if it's the first time this ability is resolved. It's the second time you draw a card, and if it's the third time, you put +1 counter on each creature you control.
So first thing I'm trying to read out of this is token you. Okay, so
You
it's a
control
token.
enters.
It's you control.
Enters.
This card's insane.
Yeah. And what happens when you get to the 4th activation? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing happens beyond 4, but like
But still, though,
this card is
This card's
4
ridiculous.
token decks.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
So it's if you make, let's say, 4 like cats from an activation of like Rin and Seri or something like that, you get all 3 of these effects at once?
This will trigger independently for each of them because this just says when a token enters.
Okay.
It's not 1 or more, which is why I think this card is so good.
I wanted to be 100% sure and help you out at home in the studio audience.
Like, if you cast, like, what is it, Hordling Outburst?
Yeah.
You'll gain a life, draw a card, and put a +1/+1 gun on each of those goblins.
I mean, shit, it's 2 mana for a card.
I was
like
about to say.
draw engine.
I was about to say it's insane card and it just with his text, but it's a 2-mana 2/2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's already good.
You know what really sucks about this, though? I can't play it in Arabella. because it will pump my team and they won't be under 2 power anymore. I was so sad that the third one was countered.
I mean,
not
in the Hobbit game, I did play this card. It's in my deck. I mean, I might have played it, may have not have played it, but it was an auto include in my deck that I played.
Especially with the new like white connives. What's it called?
Recruit.
Yeah.
I love Recruit, by the way.
It's you check out the video Friday. Yeah. This is not an auto include for every.
I think it's insane though.
And not for every single white deck, but every single white deck that makes tokens.
This is
a lot of them.
This is insane.
Even if you get it like just as auxiliary tokens that'll draw you cards. Like I actually considered this for Aerith.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I'm considering this for Aerith, which isn't even primarily a token deck, kind of lends itself to how good this card is.
It's like how many token makers do you really think you should put in for this card to be like considered an auto include? Like 5, 10?
I'd say like 10. But like the nice thing is things like the Lonely Mountain, which I don't know if it's in here or not, but lands that make tokens make this card really good too, right? Because you'll always have, you know, access to being able to do some stuff. Like the Lonely Mountain makes a dwarf. Cool.
I think the colors or the color of this card and the fact that white usually likes making tokens.
Loves making tokens.
Yeah. Even if you're just running you know, I'm down with it, but I'm probably going to put it at low end of insane. It's definitely very high solid for me.
Yeah. I think you're going to see this card a lot.
Oh, 100%.
Anyway, moving on to the next card. This is Bilbo's Gambit. This is a 2-minute instant where you can gift a treasure to an opponent, and it returns target spell to its owner's hand. But if you gave someone a gift, or the gift was promised, I hate that wording, players can't cast spells this turn. So it's like a reprieve with a little bit of extra with a silence.
It's a reprieve
effect.
with a silence, and you give them a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
This card is... I feel like this card is okay. I feel like in casual it's good. It's okay. I feel like in CDH, if you play this in Sisei, this card's insane.
I'm gonna let y'all talk about this because I got words about this card.
I think it's kind of insane in Sisei if you play it in CDH.
The fact that you're like, it's not like just a silence effect. Like it has to be cast in response to something. Kind of is like.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
I'm personally not reaching for this card as an interaction piece. I do like silence effects. I do think silence effects are pretty OP.
But remember, this is all players, it's including yourself. It's not just opponents for silence.
Oh, it's all players.
It's all players, so you cannot cast spells either. So it's literally you play this, and then the player has to pass their turn, basically.
Well, they could go to combat, but
True.
Players.
Yes, this is all players.
I'll say it now. This card is overrated as fuck.
I was going to put it at like potential.
I was going to put it in potential.
Nah. So this is a worse reprieve in some cases, and this is never a good silence.
Yeah, this is never a good silence.
Just play silence.
Right, because like if somebody is interrupting you on your turn, which is sometimes where reprieve really shines, this card's usage becomes a lot worse. Right? And it's like, oh cool, I can shut down an opponent's turn, right? But silence does that by itself if you do it like on their upkeep, which might be when you do it anyway, or you want to see like what else they try to do before you want to commit the silence. So like I think people are going to play this card. People have been like, oh my god, this card's insane. I don't think this card's actually going to make the cut in a lot of things because it becomes too narrow, and there's a lot of situations where you don't want to use it, where I would much rather have silence and or reprieve, because reprieve at least replaces itself, and this gives your opponent something instead.
I'm probably, if I'm going through, again, another thing I didn't mention in the intro is, when we're talking about decks or cards that this stacks up against, this is going in, you have 100 million copies of every card in every deck, or like for any deck that you wanted to build, stacking it up against things that are like it and also in the same colors. That's important, is I might find myself reaching for this after like Get Lost and Erodes, and you know, this is probably like down into like the 6th or 7th or 8th string of interaction spells in white, and that's not even including any other colors in the color pair. So it's like, it's probably not making the cut for me in 3-color decks, maybe in 2, probably in like mono whites.
But
I
the thing,
could see myself playing this in mono white,
Yeah.
maybe.
but the thing is,
even then-
wouldn't you just play Silence? Is Silence a game changer?
yeah, silence and what is it? Orm's chant.
Yeah, Orange Chant.
like
Orange Chant. Orange Chant is just. I think Orange Chant's better than this.
Yeah,
card.
Orange
Oh
Chant's
yeah,
better.
because it's silence plus fog.
It's so good.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think there's better white interaction.
Yeah, it might be
pieces.
just better. This card's definitely.
Say. But this
Overrated.
card is overhyped.
It is overhyped. It is definitely overhyped.
So that's the only reason I put it in, overrated, because like people are like, this is the second coming of silence. And
It's
I'm like,
not.
this is
not
nowhere
even- yeah,
close.
not even close,
All right, next card is Gleaming Splendor. This is a 2-mana enchantment, 1 white and 1. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you create a treasure token. And you can pay 2 and a white. 2 target players each draw a card.
This is a complete aside. I was reading a Moxfield list that had this in it, and they were talking about how it's like, oh, it's an infinite combo if you have like Smothering Tithe and like Zorn or something like that, and it's like it's not infinite because it's only the second card, which is like
Yeah, it's only the second card. It's not
I'm
infinite.
literally getting one guide by a guy whose deck he put online for other people to consult. But
Yeah,
like,
you're not going for that.
I think this is, I think it's a good
This
card.
is a solid card.
It's better monologue tax IMO.
Yeah, I think this is like fixed monologue tax, but
I know it only happens on the second card each turn, like opponents draw. So it's not Smothering Tithe.
but
right?
no, it is each opponent though.
It is each
and
opponent.
it's half the cost of Smothering.
Exactly,
Tithe.
and it has a draw card built into it.
And it's not
Think
gonna
if
get shot as hard.
Think if this was in Bumbleflower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're drawing, you're making treasures everywhere. in
I
Bumbleflower.
legitimately think this card is insane. This is a card I would consider putting in most white decks that need mana. Also, it's really important because we are bracket 3 pod primarily. This is not a game changer,
No.
right? This is
Yeah.
free real estate.
and then you don't have to play Smothering Tithe if you don't want to.
I would play this over Smothering Tithe in a lot of cases because there is something very interesting about this card. If you have infinite mana, you can kill your opponents.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Oh
It's 2
my
target players
God.
draw a card. Like this card has such huge.
Oh my god!
Upside.
I just realized that. Yeah, you can't because it has the activated ability, right?
Now,
and
you,
it's
you have a weird situation where you might have to stagger it between
Yeah.
your opponents because eventually, like once you're down to 2 people, you have to start targeting yourself.
no true.
But like you can play around that. AKA play endurance, and you'll be fine.
Oh, that's crazy! Actually, I didn't even think about that. You could kill. You go.
This
you get
card
infinite
is
mana.
a ramp
Yeah.
piece in white and a potential kill condition.
It's a good. It's
I
good.
think this card is absolutely insane.
I think this is an insane card.
I think it's
actually.
insane. Actually, yeah. I think it's actually a little more insane than the. It's probably the top of insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you have an additional way to just draw cards in white, even if you are giving it to your opponents. Who cares?
who cares?
How many times do we play Lauren and we don't care,
Yeah.
right?
'Cause,
Like,
yeah.
this is very similar.
This is just
Hey,
casting Lauren.
Friday, watch the video.
Yeah.
It's important.
And plus, it's like another thing that that we were talking about when it's like being stacked up against like monologue tax and Smothering Tithe is this is like I'm not shooting this.
Yeah,
most
people
of
are
the
not going to
time.
shoot this. Like, or they do. It might be like later in the game, but like.
This reminds me, it's like, I think the rate at which I would hit this card is the same rate I would hit Mystic Remora.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
this, I think this is if we compare Heuristic Study and Mystic Remora, I think this is the same comparison as Smothering Tithe to this card, right? I think like this is at that same kind of power level where we're like, this is really good, but it's like not quite good enough to be a game
White
changer.
Mystic Remora.
Pretty much, yeah. It matches Smothering Tithe. I think that's cool. This card is nuts. It's very, very good. Okay, now on to the next one. This is the Queen of Dale. Why she doesn't have a fucking name, I don't understand. But it's got to be some Hobbit thing, whatever. But she's a white and 1 for a 2/1 human noble, and whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you recruit, which is you draw a card, discard a card, and if you discard a non-land, you make a 1/1 white human soldier.
This is an insane card.
This card's ridiculous.
I think this might be the best card in the set.
Yeah.
This card
This card is so good, man.
for
Holy
white
moly, man.
is card filtering. It counts each opponent each turn, and you can make an army.
Yeah.
I just really quick. I just want to just show you guys something. We've talked about 4 white cards, and they're all 2 mana, by the way. These cards are all 2 mana. Besides the Bilbo one, these 3 are insane, and they're only 2 mana to cast. In white. Are you joking?
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
They
Come on,
really
man.
gave white a lot of power in
And
this
that card
set.
in Queen of Dale is disgusting, man.
With the first card we talked about is just, it's it's
Oh, it's
disgusting.
gross.
It's gross.
It's
They're just-
absolutely gross. And even if it is just the first one, like who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
Your opponents are probably going to play non-creature spells. Like think of how often
Yeah.
Mystic Remora triggers.
Yep.
Like
Dude, you play this against TK, and if you play this on turn 2 against TK, you're guaranteed like at least 3 or 4 soldiers.
Because
Like,
he's just
that boy's
gonna- he's
Farseed,
ramping.
Cultivate,
well,
Nature's
it's
Lore.
only the first spell.
I know, but
Yeah.
he usually is like
You're going to get a
bam,
neutral,
bam.
yeah.
And you remember, we're playing Commanders. You're going to 3 other players
Yeah.
are going to cast something.
It also
Talisman, Soul Ring. Yeah, so.
It de-incentivizes people doing shit on your turn too, because
Yeah.
like they're going to give you filtering options. Like it's so good.
It's really good.
This is very close, if not my vote for best card in the set. And maybe I'm overhyped because
yeah.
like I
Quite
read
good.
this and went, this is gonna go nuts in Arabella, which is one of my favorite decks. But like in general, this card is pretty insane.
yeah.
I would put
Quinn and Dale,
Queen
very
of
good
Splendor
card.
over it, but we can do a pass
Yeah.
back later.
Yeah, that's up there in potential choices. But like this card with Captain's Crusade,
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting. All right, well we are moving into blue, and our first blue card is Bilbo Thief in the Night. Another 2-mana 2/2, blue and 1, halfling rogue. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 1 less to cast.
Fun.
And whenever he attacks, you may cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell from your graveyard. If an instant or sorcery spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, you exile it instead.
It's
Wait, this is actually nuts because it's like you can cast the artifact and then when it dies, it just goes back to the graveyard.
This card is nuts for a lot of reasons. So I remember when we were talking about like the blue Baron's email,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, it's really cool. It's the 3-mana thing. You can cast things with powerless. This is his base effect, just that bottom effect, is a better version of that. This card is Combo City.
Yeah.
The fact that it reduces like everything you cast off of Underworld Breach by 1
Yeah.
enables so much more crap. Right? Like,
really
or
sad.
everything off of your Jessica's will costs 1 less. Like,
But you're not playing this as a commander, are you?
no, this is
No,
a
I feel like this is a
99
99
card, but
Yeah.
this is probably one of this is going to open up a ton of options for like new 3-card combo lines in like bracket 3 and bracket 4.
because depending on your commander colors, you can Imperial Recruiter tutor for this because it's power 2 or less.
like it's,
You could tutor for this
see-
easy.
I can see this being played even at high power. Like
yeah,
it's-
for sure. Because it's at worst it's recursion, and at best it's discounting when you go to like pop off,
Yeah.
right?
Like, I think this is a pretty solid card.
It's solid card for
Past
sure.
in Flames, Enjoyers Rejoice.
Yeah.
This is like your card.
Yeah.
But I would put this in insane. I think this card is just such a value machine. I think the only thing is like it doesn't have natural evasion for when it attacks, but like it's still on attack, which is wild.
What's nice though is like a lot of times like I feel like I shoehorn in like dog shit cards into Spellslinger in order to be able to get value out of cards in the graveyard. If I can get like 1 or 2 triggers off of this, I'd be happy with having this in the 99.
Yeah.
So I think solid.
It's you want to go solid?
Yeah, let's
It's
just
fine.
go. So yeah, I think solid.
I
you gonna
guess
say
I guess
potential?
it doesn't go everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's a very valid point. Like if you're not making good use of this top ability, this second ability does require work.
Yeah.
It is a rogue, which is a great typing for it too.
It is
though.
a great type.
It would be nice. Oh no, it would be nice in Muddle. Never mind.
Yeah,
I don't play. We don't talk about that anymore.
Let's move on to the next one. Another card that I think is a contender for best card in the set. This is Elrond's Moon Reader. So this is 2 in blue for a 3/3. And it says whenever you activate an ability of a creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And you can pay 5 in double blue, exile up to 2 other target non-land permanents you control, return those cards to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
So this is in Training Grounds colors, and also Biomancer Familiar is like the same color as like the Simic Elves, which are like the main archetype. So you have 2 cards that let you reduce activated abilities by 2. Because this isn't like the main drawback of activated abilities that they're kind of dog shit in mana, like value for mana. Like,
Well, I can tap a Landlore Elf and I draw a card.
that counts as the activated ability?
That's an activated ability. It's a mana
Holy
ability, but it's an
shit.
activated ability.
Oh my god, reading comprehension 0. I thought it was like this like mana like 5 and 2
Well, it
blue.
is those kinds of
Yeah.
abilities too, but like
The mana abilities is...
tapping for mana is an activated ability.
You're telling me it's like, oh, it's your turn, I tap my Landmore Elf, I
Draw.
draw. Oh, like with Springleaf Drum with this, that'd be sick. Be like, all right, thanks for the card. Thanks for the card.
Well, Springleaf Drum is itself. You need a Paradise Mantle.
Oh no, I meant what's the one that gives you the shapelings? Abe played it in the last game.
Spring Leaf
Yeah, Springleaf Parade.
Springleaf Parade.
Parade.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah,
We
it
talked
was
about how good Loki was.
Yeah.
This is better Loki.
Yeah.
This card, of course, was this card is good in Thranduil, the Elven King. I'm just saying, he's good in that deck.
And the fact that it's monocolored is just wild to me.
And I'd pay 2 to blue for this effect.
Oh my! I'd pay 4 mana for this effect.
Wait, does this work with Station? Like if I tap?
No, because Station is the activated ability.
Okay.
If this,
You know what? Well, this is for after the pod.
I think if the station is a creature, it does.
No, I meant to station something. It doesn't work with it.
No, but if what you are stationing is already a creature, right? If you've gotten to the point and you station, I believe that does work because the station is a creature.
That's cool.
And also, like,
But why are you stationing at that point? You know?
you got a point. But like, also, I just think like Palancron plus this card, you get to activate his ability for free on all your opponent's turns and just like draw a card on each of their turns. Like, it's so easy to turn this into one of the most insane draw engines I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know? Because like Loki was like when they become a target of a spell for the first time. This is just like, all right, I'm going to tap a mana dork on your turn. I'm going to tap a mana dork on your turn. I'm going to tap a mana dork on your turn. And I'm going to tap one on my turn. Oops, I have 4 cards. You know, it's...
And Magic the Gathering, all about drawing cards.
Yeah, this is really good. I would put this at the bottom of Insane. I don't think there's many decks where I would not run this because I'm of the belief when you're playing green, you run dorks or you run like Nature's Lore effects. And I run a lot of dorks. I don't really care. I mean, I'm also a big ritual enjoyer.
So you're running this in a 99.
Yeah.
You're not gonna run
this is also just a 99 because
You have to play this in a Simic core deck.
Yeah. So yeah, something with green.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next one. This is Faithful Discovery. This is a 5 mana enchantment. This is 3 and double blue. Whenever an artifact you control enters, draw a card.
This card has potential. I think it being in mono blue. I mean, I'd be really good, huh?
I saw Devin smirk.
No. What, you think this is great?
No, finish your thought. Finish your thought.
Finish your thought.
I don't know. I mean, it's 5 mana. I mean, it's mono blue. I know Urza's mono blue.
Okay, I'll say mine before Devin enlightens us.
Go ahead and enlighten us.
When I read this card, I was like, I don't know enough about the artifact archetype. It's 5 mana. It seems pretty expensive, and I don't see a whole lot of like green core decks playing artifacts. So like 5 mana is not
It gives
nothing.
me Kindred Discovery vibes.
Yeah,
but is it?
But it does. I mean, you pay fucking 4 for Biden of that, so you pay 5 for Kindred Discovery. Like, this does seem good in that case, and there's a lot of like bullshit you can do with artifacts.
I mean, I think if Devin had this card when he plays Marchesa.
This is a don't let Devin.
Yeah, this is a card that we don't give Devin. You know what?
This is a good card.
You're biased. This is a biased Devin card.
Yeah, this is a
biased Devin card.
I'm gonna break your brain real quick. What are Treasure's food and clues?
Oh fuck.
This is not non-token artifacts. This is every single artifact you play.
This might be the most busted card.
So the reason I say it's not, this card is insane. Don't get me wrong. This is a forced draw. So you cannot go infinite because you will kill yourself if you are not doing a Labman play.
If I pick up my whole ass deck and I lose from decking out from my own self, I'm fine.
I won the game.
I won the game. Like, I have fun playing for second.
I think you did hit the nail on the head that it is like Kindred Discovery. It is a little bit expensive for this, but the fact that it interacts with artifact tokens, I think, is the thing that pushes this over the top for me. I don't know if I'd call it insane because it is a more expensive enchantment, and it is a force draw, and I think that's the biggest thing that makes me go like a little bit hesitant because like if I could play this in Squirrels, be great because I don't like go ballistic with my food creation in Squirrels, but like Clue decks,
Just win faster.
I try. But I think this card is very, very solid.
It's a solid card.
I think this is gonna go absolutely nuts in like Clue, Food, Treasure.
Oh, this is going
decks.
in Tibet. This should go in Tibet for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
every time
yeah.
you draw
Yeah.
3.
You might just win the game if you when you play this. To be honest.
Okay, I can
I
stop.
would put this over Bilbo.
Yeah, I think it's over
Yeah.
good over.
Because I think it
Bilbo,
goes
for sure.
in more things.
Bilbo is honestly skirting in the line of potential for me. If we see another card that I'm like, this should be the bottom of solid.
This card, get it away from me, man. Fuck that card, man.
All right. Well, favorite server is good. We're gonna move to the next one. This is Wizard Staff. It's one of the. There's so many good 2-drops in this set. It
A
kinda blows my
lot of
mind.
great 2-drops. in this set.
But this is an equipment. Equipped creature gets prowess, and if an ability of equipped creature would trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. You can equip it to a wizard for 1 mana, or you can equip it for 3.
I still think the equip for 3 is still good.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's solid, but
It's solid.
it's solid because it has potential. You're not gonna put it in every deck.
I mean,
Right.
it's like for just the cost of casting this wizard staff, you're paying Harmonic Prodigy numbers, and then it has to be equipped to something. It's like, I mean, it gives it prowess. It's like you're basically paying 1 for the prowess in the Harmonic Prodigy effect. I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's solid.
Man, if Azula was a wizard,
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's like, okay, Varen.
Well, it's like, but you got to think, like, you can play this outside of Wizards, which is where I think it beats out Harmonic Prodigy in terms
Yeah.
of usage.
yeah, of course, yeah.
It's obviously going to be a little bit better for Wizards, but like any of the commanders that like you want, like if you play Roaming Throne in a deck,
Yeah.
almost like exclusive Commander's effect, you're gonna play this, as well.
I don't know. I'm taking Roaming Throne over this.
Well, yeah, you're always gonna take Roaming Throne
Yeah.
over this because it's colorless, right? But like, I think if you are looking for more of those additional effects, I'm trying to think like, if I could play it in Corvold, it would be nuts.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of doubling effects. I mean, like I play them.
This in Kefka is disgusting.
This in Kefka is disgusting.
Because Kefka's a wizard.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, I'm not a big fan of doubling effects. I feel like they're wasted deck
I
slots.
am generally on board with that, except when
I
they're
usually-
when they're this cheap.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll run like 1 or 2, but you'll never see me running like doubling
Doubling
season
season.
and all the parallel lives. all that.
Stop playing Doubling Season. We have Elspeth Stormslayer. We have like there's so many other like token doubling
Token
effects.
doublers are different. Token doublers are different for me. If triggered ability copiers are like, I'm like, okay, like 1 or 2. But token doublers is like, as long as I'm not skimping on the things that make tokens, I'm good with Elspeth and Mondrak. Those are
Yeah, like I think any of the token doublers that also do another thing, or like
Yeah.
the cheaper, like token addition ones.
Yeah.
Or like
Anointed
there's like
Procession?
Queen Arundel. No, Anointed Procession and Parallel Lives are not good enough in my book anymore. Because 4 mana do nothing immediately. Whereas like Elspeth comes down
And she-
can
you
kill
can-
something, make 2 tokens, or pump your
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Which is like that's so much. And Mondrak can come down and make himself indestructible. And he's a body.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is like, or like the other one is Ozurtok,
Yeah.
which is like, it's 6 mana, but it's a huge dude, and it goes so much more over the top
Yeah.
than everything else. Like, for 1 more mana over Doubling Season, you can get Ozurtok, which is a body that can come back and gives you twice as many tokens as you
It
wanted.
was crazy. In the first game, I played all those cards in my deck. Holy shit. I played every one of those in my deck.
Anyway, Doubling Effect is pretty good. This card's pretty good. I put it in solid.
Yeah.
And stop running Doubling Season. Seriously, it's
Yeah.
not that good.
Also, like, an expensive card for no reason.
It's expensive because it's overhyped, and
Yeah.
people just need to get over themselves and play the
they're
better
getting
versions.
Yeah, they're getting fucking merched.
I put them in the bottom solid.
That's fine, yeah.
All right, let's go to... We're in black now. We have Gollum Riddlemaster. Another 2-drop. This is a black and 1 for a 3/1 halfling horror. As he enters, you choose odd or even. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen quantity, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put a +1/+1 counter on him. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Or draw a card.
So here's the
Man, this
question I
card
have.
kind of sucks. I ain't gonna lie.
When I read this, I was like, so what happens when you use all 3 abilities? You have to like blink them or kill them and bring them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dog shit.
He's dog shit.
It's dog shit, right?
shit.
It's Talion is just better.
Talion, since let's not
Well, I'm not putting them in the same category.
Talion is an insane.
I'm just saying, like,
magic
they
card.
kind of do the same.
Would you play this in
Base-
Talion though?
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, it's
this
a bad-
card's
No,
fucking terrible.
The card's not good. Yeah, card's not
Like I was so disappointed when I reread it, and it's like the 5-mana Gandalf. Where
Would
it's
you
like,
play this if it was in white?
no,
If it was white?
no,
because of blink effects.
Because you can blink.
it doesn't matter. I can recur this over and over again with freaking Chthonian Nightmare. It doesn't make a difference. Because, A, the condition in which this activates is already conditional, right? It has to be even or odd. And I only get each of these things once without having to do extra steps. Which these effects are not even that good enough for one-timers. I wish... If you could tell me, if you're like Devyn,
Yeah, I would just play Wall of
how do
Arms
you
over
fix
no,
this
it's-
card? You just change it so that it triggers each time and make it like each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Draw and discard a card. And that is a card I would play.
Like, just throw him in
Because it
Mount
just
Doom,
keeps
man.
going.
Just throw him in Mount Doom.
Yeah, throw him in Mount Doom. Fuck Gollum.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Sorry, Anthony or
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Great actor.
You're a great guy, but all right. This is the next one. Inside information. It's double black and X. And it says it's sorcery. You exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. And if you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than its mana cost.
I think this card's insanity, by the way.
I am not a big fan of playing other people's decks.
Honestly, I am, because they're better deck brewers than I am. But I love this card. I think this card's great. It gives me, I know it's not the same colors, but it gives me
Villainous Wealth?
Villainous Wealth vibes.
Yeah, but I can just play Villainous Wealth. This card's fucking awful.
But it's like, okay. Instead of having to play, you could play just Villainous Wealth. You're right.
Right, like,
Because Villainous Wealth is free. You play them for free.
yeah, I am of the opposite philosophy where I almost never want to play anyone else's deck, which is weird because it just built Saruman, but that was for a bit. Like,
I love playing other people's cards.
this card, my opponent's cards are never going to be as good as my cards for what I am doing, unless I am a dedicated thief deck.
And then it's like, what's your win? Like, how do you win? It's like, okay,
Right.
just take other people's cards.
And it's like, and you have to pay the life, right? Which is, there is a ceiling to this. Whereas, like, if I'm in Sultai colors and I want to do this thing, I just have Villainous Wealth, man. Like,
And it's
for
like
one more mana.
If you're in Sultai colors, it's like, I don't even care about being able to cast them. Give me your entire library.
Yeah, exactly. You know what this card's good for? It's good for decking somebody out.
Yeah.
That is this card's usage.
You know, that's what I was kind of using Villainous Wealth for either way. It was like, I was just like, okay, Villainous Wealth is 1 million. Give me all of the non-land cards in your deck.
I say dog shit.
Yeah.
I am
But it's
not
like,
on
okay, at
board
that
with
point,
this.
just play Exsanguinate, you know?
Yeah, play Torment of Hailfire.
Yeah.
Any other double black X spell is better than this card.
Yeah. But not trying to get too deep into the rabbit hole, the reason I don't like Thief as an archetype is it's like, if you're going all 99 cards as a Thief deck, like, you don't have a coherent strategy. Like, how do you actually get across the finish line? And don't give me this bullshit. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna make a lot of value. It's like, okay, well, just play blue, green, anything, and you'll have a lot of value. You'll probably get outvalued by the blue-green deck, and they're playing an actual coherent strategy like landfall or tokens or some fucking tax evasion bullshit.
So the next card is the Master of Lake Town, another non-named legendary creature, which still just throws me off. But it is 1 mana and double black for a 3/2 human advisor. He has Death Touch, and he says whenever a player loses life, that player mills that many cards. And when he dies, you draw a card for each graveyard with 7 or more cards in it.
I like this.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of...
It's Mind Crank on a stick, which I know
Yeah.
a lot of people have been asking for, which automatically makes it a solid card, because
Yeah.
Mind Crank is a solid win condition. And on top of the fact that, like, when people go to kill it, because people are going to kill it,
Yeah.
just think of, like, Conrad just
Yeah.
going absolutely ballistic. If they kill it, you're going to get some cards out of it.
Yeah.
Most likely, right? So I think this card is super solid. I don't know if there's much to say besides it's just Mind Crank with, some upside.
But the fact that it's a creature means that, like, it's a 3 CMC creature. You could play fucking Unearth. You could play like
Chthonian Nightmare.
Chthonian Nightmare. Like, you could play. There's so many good cards that you can put around this to make it like Mind Crank gets shot, and it's like, okay, do you have artifact recursion? Whereas like this card, it's like, oh yeah, I fucking for sure have creature recursion. I think this is like bottom of insane for me.
I don't know if I put it on saying it does affect you too, which is an important caveat. It is a player.
If you're playing this, if you're playing black, you're playing recursion, and you probably want to fill your graveyard, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think this is solid. I'd put it near top of solid. I don't know if it's the same because this does not go everywhere. There are actually not a ton of decks that would use this.
I wouldn't take cards out of Marin to put this in.
Yeah, but I think it is just a solid expansion of the decks that want to do that. We're moving out of that to red. First card we have here is Gandalf Goblin's Bane. He's a 3 mana, 2/3. He has an Avatar Wizard. He has an adventure, which is called Flame Shape. It's a red and 1. Lets you look at the top 2 cards of your library and exile them face down. For as long as they remain exiled, you may play them if you control a wizard.
I like that it's face down.
Yep. And then the his actual text is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to each opponent.
So prowess and a fucking Kessid Flame Breather effect.
You know when we talked about splitting VV in half?
Yeah.
This is kind of 1/2 of VV.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. And mono red.
Well, VV gets to keep his counters.
True, but it's the fact, let's be honest, that's not really the important part of VV aside from enabling the top part. But, you know, and it's non-creature. He has prowess plus this damage effect. I think the first part, it's funny because I think this card is like a much better standard and like maybe pioneer card, right? This is more for 60 card constructed, but I could see in like wizard decks, this card getting played for that second half because it's just another like VV effect. Also goes hard with like curiosity effects.
I'm not really trying to play this in like Gearson or fucking burn decks because it's just like,
I feel like this is.
Gearson Storm seems like a good one.
I think this will be pretty good in burn because in burn decks you're also running doublers, so like red sources deal double damage. So.
Is Gearson a wizard?
No, he's not. He's a gunslinger.
Human Tyrannid, I think.
Oh, what I said, gunslinger.
You know, you would probably make the cut.
Load it up. Load it up.
He'll probably because it's the thing is he's like 1 more mana, which is like you're playing this usually in like the decks that.
This is a 99 though.
This is a 99.
This is not a commander card.
No, this is not a commander.
This is almost never a commander. I think this card goes in potential.
Yeah, this is potential, man.
It's our first potential.
Damn, we're pretty deep in here. We got our first potential.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good cards on this list.
Yeah, this set has some pretty good.
If you want us to throw more cards that we think are dog shit in here, let us know in the comments because I think the way this list is made is like these are cards we want to talk about, and we usually only want to talk about the good cards because it's like the conundrum on Letterboxd. Like my Letterboxd skew is like all 2.5s and like higher, and then there's like 2 that are under 2.5 stars because it's like why would I choose to watch a dog shit movie? You know, it's like
sometimes you hate watch stuff, you know. Or sometimes cards are like goofy,
yeah.
You know, where like they're worth talking about, but
yeah.
You know, we're moving on to one of like the signature cards of the set. This is Smaug the Magnificent.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yep, number 1. So he is a 2 mana and double red legendary creature dragon, 4/3. Is flying in haste, and whenever he attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of treasures you control to any target. And at the beginning of your upkeep, create a treasure token.
This is a 4 mana dragon, 4/3 flying. Like if you got rid of the abilities, this is already still pretty good. This is like all the decks you would run like at Sushiin. Like I would make space for this in most of my dragon decks without having read his effect, but knowing that there is an effect stapled on the body, it deserves a spot in all of those. The rest of them, the actual ability that it has makes this so good. Like I would personally run this in a majority of treasure and or dragon decks. Because it's also removal on a stick. You don't have to shoot it at a person. You can just shoot it at fucking, I don't like that thing, bam.
I'm going to be honest, I think this card is overrated.
Really?
I don't think this card does enough.
It's a 4 mana dragon.
That means nothing. You know what else is a 4 mana dragon? That thing that says whenever a dragon hits a player, you do all the different things.
Oh,
that card is
Thrasher?
that card is way better than this.
I don't know. I think this is good for like smoothing out curves in dragon decks because you can get really topside.
You don't get the treasure until your next turn.
Yeah, but you have other ways to also get treasures usually.
But we have better cards for making treasure. That this card feels a little mediocre. It also means he has to go in on a 3 toughness body. to get that hit effect. Right?
I'm saying I would play this in basically every deck that I also run Goldspan Dragon.
No. I think Goldspan Dragon is an infinitely better card than this.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying this in replacement of it. I'm saying this in addition, like make it a good suite. I think it's good. I think it's good.
I think a lot of people are like, oh, this card's great. I think it's just overrated. I don't think this card is nearly as good as people want it to be, and will not perform nearly as much as people want it to. I think this card will fade out of the Magic zeitgeist very quickly.
I'm sticking my claim in potential. I think it has potential, like mid.
Where would you put this card?
And this card?
Yeah, what deck would you put this in?
Dragon and probably Ognis.
I think Ognis is the only one this belongs in, right?
Honestly, I think you could make this a commander deck.
I also think this would go
You
good
could do a
Corvold.
mono red kind of theme with this, and I think it could work.
In Corvold decks as a way for interaction too. Like I think it's good.
I think it's good. I think it's
For me, what's really selling me
potential.
on it is the fact that it's possible recurable
recurrable removal to some extent, but
Oh man,
I run fucking Hellkite
This
Courser,
card-
or not Hellkite, Steel Hellkite sometimes, just because it's like I want recurable bodies to be able to remove things.
Man, think-
this
but
is
like
better.
No, it's not better than Steel Hellkite.
No, it's not better than Steel Hellkite.
Like, and I think that's the problem, is that there's so many other cards that we've just mentioned that are better than this card.
But what I'm saying is Steel Hellkite is like, it's 6 to cast him. He has to attack, so he has to go to a turn cycle, and then you have to pay mana to destroy all of the things, which is a good effect.
Or you can just pay 0 to blow up tokens.
Yeah,
Right?
which
Like,
is-
there's so much more utility with Steel Hellkite, also being an artifact, right? Which is more recursive possibilities that this card isn't selling itself on to me. Because a lot of times you aren't necessarily going to stockpile treasures either. You're going to use them.
Man, just
right?
Think if it was playing a tournament game and I had this card when I had my 20 treasures out.
That's
When I hit
Yeah,
the
but then
20
you used them all.
Yeah, but I could have warped it. I could have warped this in.
We're also talking a very narrow
Well,
scenario.
it's a narrow scenario, yes,
With
I understand.
Ancient Copper Dragon
I understand what you're
rolling a
saying.
nat 20.
I know what you're saying.
Like,
So
it's
what I'm
just-
saying. But anyways, I think that this card. I think the card has potential to be a very
would you be happy
a
putting
99.
I'm okay with putting it in potential because I got two people saying it's got potential.
I think it has potential.
I think, but
It does.
this is not the second coming of Goldspan
No, it's
Dragon.
not second
like,
coming.
No,
No,
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
No, we're not saying that.
I'm
but
saying-
it's got potential to be a pretty
To
good
me,
card.
even in like my sacrifice decks or like Zero and stuff, I don't think this card's ever really gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think it goes in there either. I'm saying,
But even in
it's-
Corvold, I would not play this card.
I'll play it in Corvold.
I think it's too weak for Corvold. Anyway, let's
But
move.
I also, both times I have brewed Corvold, I've played treasure tokens because I feel like flavor-wise, Corvold should be a treasure deck.
Sure, flavor-wise, but I've always played him as Landfall,
Yeah.
which is just so much fun. So let's move to green. And we are talking about Bjorn. Is it Bjorn?
Yeah,
I think it's Bjorn. I don't know.
Okay,
Good old
Bjorn the
Bjorn.
Fierce.
Check out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait.
3
oh my
mana
God, I scared the
or
shit
5
out of me.
mana, 6/6. 3 and double green.
He's a 6/6 with trample for 5 mana. Let's just start there. That's
Yeah.
fucking giga OP.
Bear, Shapeshifter, Warrior. I didn't realize a Warrior. That's
neither.
crazy typing. At the beginning, and he has Trample. Other bears you control get +2/+2. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a Trample counter on up to one target creature you control. Becomes a bear in addition to its other types. Then if you control 3 or more bears, draw 2 cards.
This card's insane, man. I mean, but it's an insane commander. Like, this is a commander.
Yeah, you have to be like,
like-
Giga Brain to brew this as a commander. Like a real like Coke can waving fucking hog of a man.
You mean you threw in 30
You threw in
bears
30
and called it a
bears?
day?
You can also throw in a bunch of shapeshifters.
No, I brewed this deck in like 30 minutes, dude.
I think this is like the new go-to brain dead green deck because this card does way too much.
does
Big-
way too
big
much,
brain
man.
green deck.
Holy
Big brain
shit.
green deck.
It-
No, as the thing that sold me on building this, check it out in 2 weeks, is the draw 2 cards because it's like, okay, 1 bear. It doesn't say other bears. It says 3 bears.
Yeah.
1 bear, and then there's a bunch of like lower cost bears that are worth playing. And then when you go to combat, you can also make something else that isn't a bear, which you probably are going to play some things that aren't bears into a bear. and then they become strong. Like I run Ouroboros in here. Now everything gets +3/+3 on the attack. Champion of Lampole is fucking crazy in here because it's like, okay, everything less than 3 power can't block, which is a surprising number of creatures. Like there's so much good shit that he kind of, in the fact that he's 5 mana in green means that you can play this guy on turn like 3 or 4 usually.
Yeah. Honestly, like this is one of those cards I look at it and I would consider playing it even if I wasn't really playing bears.
Yeah.
Because each turn, he is just giving something on your team +2/+2 and trample.
And they're becoming a bear.
And they become a bear. So like once you hit, like after 2 turns, if he survives 1 turn cycle, now you're drawing 2 every turn.
And most bears, most like generic bears are 4/4 or 2/2s. So them coming in as like a low costed 6/6. Yeah. You can give them trample and waste the thing and give them a trample, and it's a trample counter. It's not they are a bear and bears get trample.
It's permanent counter.
Yeah, and also
like
permanent bear.
With access to like changelings, like Mutable Explorer and Chomping Changeling. Like I would consider this in like the with a Swirl Girl deck I played, which had like 6 or 7 changelings.
Yeah.
Just because like if it survives a turn cycle, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna start drawing cards. My team is bigger and he's huge.
And it draws you 2 cards.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is one of those things that, like, when I look at this, I'm like, this is questing beast logic. This card just does way too fucking much.
The more words that are on a card, the better it is.
I don't know. This card's insane. I think this card is genuinely insane. I think this is one of the strongest green cards I've seen in a while.
Check out the video in 2 weeks.
Yep. I get punched by a really, really big bear.
That should be the episode title. I wrestled a bear only once.
All right. Speaking of more bears, we have a enchantment called Dancing from Dark to Dawn.
You milled this. Spoilers. You milled this so early in that game, dude. You milled so many good cards. What's up, Keika?
Mascot status.
You
Anyway, so this enchantment, 5 mana, 3 and double green. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is that spell's mana value, and then his landfall, make a 2/2 bear.
This card's disgusting.
It's permanent Xenagos, and then also you get to make bears.
This card does so much.
What?
This is so good. Like even in like a Chatterfang deck, like
Oh yeah.
it's like, okay, the squirrel's a 2/2 now, but now it doesn't instantly die to Bowmasters. And also, whenever I play a land, I make a bear and a squirrel, and they both come in. Because it's like, when this bear comes in, he comes in as a 4/4 because of the top.
No,
effect.
it's cast.
Oh, cast.
It's when you cast a creature.
I read the card
So
wrong.
like that to me is why I think this card is just solid. Because you do need to be casting creature spells, and you need bodies on field beforehand. And obviously it makes its own bodies, which I think is one of the things that like really is leaning in its favor. But this is also a 5 mana enchantment that doesn't necessarily do anything on the turn you play it. It's one of those things that like its floor is like mid, but its ceiling is really high.
You have to view this as the fact you're playing a green deck, though. Like you're getting a ramp or 2 prior to this. So this is like, if you have it in an opener, it's like this is a turn 3, turn 4 card.
Yeah, I think it is very good. Like I said, I think it goes in solid, but I don't think every deck is gonna play this.
No. Every deck's not gonna play this. No.
You know,
No.
I think this is gonna
That's gonna be
belong.
having the heavy creature
I think
decks.
in +1/+1 counter decks, this card is fantastic.
I think in landfall decks, this is also.
I actually wouldn't play this in a landfall deck because I think there are other
other things you can play.
cheaper landfall decks or landfall cards in or around this range that are a little bit like Green Sleeves, for example.
Yeah, Green Sleeves.
Which is an insane magic card. As well as things like what is it, the cat one, Felidar Retreat,
yeah.
right, which is 1 less and can scale faster than this card. You know,
But the +1/+1.
But it's still good.
both. Why not both?
I mean maybe, but you can only play
It's
so
hard
many
to tell.
expensive cards like that.
I've only brewed 1 green deck since this card has been out.
Yeah, I think this card is very solid though. Don't get me wrong. It's just I wouldn't put it in insane. Is the only reason
I put it over the
Makes-
Wizards. You know what? We're going to do that later.
Yeah, but I think we can preemptively put it there. Moving on, the next card. Speaking of 5 mana green cards, dear
Green
lord,
enchantment.
we have another 5 mana green enchantment, Part in Friendship. This is 4 and 1 green. It says whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. If its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands you control, put it on the battlefield, otherwise put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn.
I think this is
One
pretty good.
each turn.
This takes a lot of legwork on top of the
Wait,
mana.
isn't this just... No, it's not... I was going to say, isn't this worse lurking predators? But it's not.
It's a little different than
It's
Lurking
literally- it's different
Predators.
than Lurking Predators, for sure,
It has a similar vibe.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But
yeah.
it's not quite like the same as Lurking Predators.
Okay, I'm
It's
trying to
weird to
think.
me because this card like doesn't really have a good comparable card to it. I like to compare it to some of the other things like what's that spider? The spirit spider that came out in Foundations. This is whenever a non-token creature you control dies. You like Evolutionary Leap. I love that card. I can't remember its name right now, but it's whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you look at like reveal cards at the top of your deck until you reveal a creature and put it in your hand. That's like a 3-mana like 1/4 with reach.
So this only happens one each turn. So if you have a board wipe and like 5 of your creatures die, it's only trigger once.
Yeah, it happens. It triggers once. And the nice thing is you can trigger when you want to do it with these kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're not like locked into it for the first each time.
I don't know. It reminds
Wait,
me of
never
like,
mind.
No, you are.
Never mind.
Yeah,
you
whenever,
are locked.
whenever a non-token
'Cause
creature
it's
you
not
control
a
dies,
May.
it's not a May.
It's not a May.
This card is...
That makes the card a lot worse.
This
Yeah.
card is not that great.
Yeah, this is
I
overrated.
actually don't think this
This
is
card
good.
is not good. I think this card is
I was already
overrated.
going to put it in overrated because I think it's really expensive for what it
No, it's way too
does.
expensive for what this card does. No.
I do like that they leaned on the like number of lands you control instead of like
That's good.
CMC flat because it does give it a little bit more flexibility.
It might be good
But
in like
I-
sack decks.
I'm looking at something up for the next card.
Okay, I couldn't see myself ever playing that card.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
So the next card
So
is
stupid.
the Notary Hobbits. Once again, a legend with no
Yeah.
character names, but it is a 3-mana or 5-mana 3 and 2 green legendary halfling advisor, and it is a 1/1. But when it enters, if it's not a token, you get 2 token copies that are 2 tokens that are copies of them, except the tokens aren't legendary, and you can tap this for a colorless for each halfling you control.
Okay, so going off what I was looking up, there are 10 green or colorless halfling citizens. There's 10 of them. So that is including this one. So there's 9 other ones. So you're playing this to basically get 3, what is it, Llanowar Tribe or Llanowar Army? What's that one?
Llanowar Tribe, the
Llanowar Tribes.
triple green.
Yeah, so you're
taps for triple
paying
green.
6 mana to
5
get
mana.
5 mana to get 3 Llanowar Tribes. There has to be better ways to
Devin,
run
explain
colorless.
this for me, please, because I feel this card is fucking dog
This
shit.
is 5 mana to get 9 mana on your next turn. What are we talking? That's insane.
But it's not colorless mana.
Who
green.
cares?
In green.
Who cares? I'm gonna cast a Genesis Wave. Right? Like when you play cards like this, you know you are building around the axis of this insane mana.
Oh, hold
we
up,
also
hold
we
up
also
a
talked
second.
about changelings.
Hold up a second.
So this is
Time out.
in green.
I forgot. Hold up a second. This, you're making a token of this.
Correct.
So they all have the ability
Correct.
to
They
tap.
all
yes.
tap for 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
5 mana.
So it's 5
and
mana
it's
to
5
get
mana-
9 to get 9 colorless.
It's 5 mana in ramp colors to get 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how Rachel.
I can see how
like-
I can see how you play this with like, and then you had the changelings plus the other things. Okay, maybe it's not dog
Also,
shit.
what is it? Mascot Nexus. All
Yeah,
your shit,
yeah, yeah.
all your shit's
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This,
No, I know,
The
I understand what you're
ceiling of
saying.
mana generation on this card is ridiculous. Like, obviously, Halflings is a much more narrow card type.
You're not making halfling tribal.
No,
you're
you
not
can't,
playing
you can't.
halflings.
Yeah.
This
can't make
is
half-
this is like I want to play Raphaelos, but I'm not allowed to. That's what this reminds me
Wait,
of.
Raphaelos is not banned anymore, is it?
No, he's banned.
Are you still banned?
Yeah, like
This is I want to play turbo mana, and it's like I could see. I'm thinking about it. So it's, okay, I see how Rachel. Let me consolidate this thought. I can see how Rachel Weeks is doing this.
She's gonna do it with Eldrazi.
She's going to, she's probably going to like turn 2 or 3 Nature's Lore, and then turn 5 or 4 playlists, turn 5, tap for 9 colorless mana, and drop a Kozilek. or
yeah,
some
basically,
shit.
yes.
And that's going to be how she plays it. I see how she's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. Would you play this in the 99 of other decks?
absolutely. It's if I'm playing a big mana deck, right? Like I would absolutely consider just putting this in there. Like, I could see this in Maelstrom Wanderer. I could see this in Food Chain
This could also be good.
It makes a token doublers.
Yeah, well, token doublers also just make this go
crazy,
kind
right?
of ridiculous.
Okay. Because you're playing it, it's green. Green has token doublers.
Yeah, even if you just have like
We didn't read the cards, by the way.
yeah, a doubler, then you go to 5, which means you have 15 mana. And we just got like Shang-Chi, right? Which lets us tap these immediately.
Yes.
Right? And there are other things that do that. Like, even if you had a Lightning Grease, you just move it between all 3 to get your mana.
That's
like,
funny.
This card
I think what also is hard though is like this as the commander is, I don't know, man, mono green. Like I feel like you're like,
this is not as a commander.
oh, you're not talking as
I'm
a
not
commander.
talking
Okay,
also,
okay.
these are skull clampable. So when I'm done with them, I'm just gonna draw cards.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I was thinking about
Right?
this. And
Or
like,
you just recur
oh, they're
it,
1/1s, yeah,
right? 'Cause
okay.
this is not if it was cast. This is enters if it's not a token.
Yeah.
So flickering this also just gets you
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
think about this in decks that like running like Gruff triplets or like Comfy Swarm
Gruff
too.
triplets is really good, yeah.
This is just mana Gruff
I
triplets.
think I gotta stop thinking these cards as commanders. Like I
Yeah.
gotta think of them more broad, like as
Yeah.
the broad.
I mean, that's why Devyn always
this.
comes in and is like, "Oh, actually, you didn't think
Yeah.
it all the way through."
This is
Yeah.
legendary for the sake of the fact that you can't just make more copies of this,
Makes
right?
sense,
Like
yeah.
you can't like clone, like you can clone and spark double this, but you lose one of them, right?
That's probably why
Otherwise,
they made this 2 colors or more than
Yeah,
one
like,
mono. If
it's-
they made this 2 colors, think if this was in blue
it would be ridiculous. It would be
or
a
even
lot of fun.
Celestia, man. Play this one. Oh my fuck!
I think this card is solid. I would not put it in insane because
No,
it's
it's not
it
insane.
is very narrow to the like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna make big mana archetype,
it's mid high solid for
but
me.
it is a very good card for that. I wouldn't put it above Bilbo though. I think Bilbo is still...
I might put him above Bilbo, but that's my-
Dildo.
Bilbo. I think Bilbo's dildo.
I thought he said dildo. I was like, Brody, what are you doing, man?
Bilbo the dildo.
Bilbo the dildo.
That's his new name. I don't even care what the actual name is. He's just Bilbo the dildo.
Oh, that's funny, buddy.
Oh,
Actually.
man. Yeah, but I don't know if he's as good as like the high combo ceiling that Bilbo
What
is.
is this?
Anyway. We're moving to a big splashy card that I know people are talking about. This is Through the Forest Gate.
No.
So this is 8 mana total. It's 6 in double green. Sorcery. Look at the top 20 cards of your library. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield. Tapped. And you shuffle and you gain 8 life.
All right, here's my problem with
I'm
this
not
card.
texting. I'm doing some math so I can make my point.
Here's
Sorry,
the problem I
go
hate
ahead.
with this card. It's just Devyn's just gonna manage me when I play this card. So I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. No, I'm kidding. This is actually a pretty good card. It gives me bountiful. Oh fuck.
Promenade.
No, not promenade. That's the land, right? It's the bounty. I think it's bounty. Bounty of something. It's like also like
Primeval Bounty?
primeval bounty.
Got you.
Right? I think it gives me that vibes. I think it's a little bit more primeval bounty. I think they're the same mana cost.
I'm going to let you speak your point before I tear this card apart.
I'm just gonna come in with some facts and no.
Oh yeah,
opinion.
I think the card's okay. I don't think it's
This
like,
card is absolute
Do you
dog
think it's
shit.
dog shit?
This card is absolute fucking dog shit.
Look up 20 cards of your
I'm
library.
coming. Okay, so if you look.
Even in landfall?
There are
there better
infinitely
cards?
better cards to choose over this.
I think it's just too
Right?
expensive.
Like there's Traverse the Outlands. For 1 more mana, I can play Reshape the Earth, which grabs every land in my deck. Right? Like
I forget what I was gonna say. That
this is a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
this is a worse version of all the other like stupid big ramp spells
Yeah.
we could be playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if you're like me, this is a big Timmy card. Like when you're not playing things like fetch lands and hyper consistency pieces, because like as you thin out your deck to get to the ability to play 8 mana freaking cards, like your higher chances of whiffing is crazy. Like the 8 life is just like they stapled on this to try and be
8 life
appealing.
is- the 8 life is
it's
useless.
completely irrelevant.
So what I typed in is if you run 36 lands in your 99 and you cast this card without any other cards being played, without like literally like, oh, I turn 0 this, we didn't even draw hands yet, it's like turn -1, you're paying 8 mana to get 7 cards.
on average.
Yeah, on average. It's kind of it's a joke.
I would rather play what is it, Nylea's Intervention? That's like an X spell that lets me like at least they don't put it into play, but it lets you grab any lands you want and put them in your hand.
What's that one green enchantment? I think it's an enchantment that's like whenever you draw you can call land or non-land.
Abundance.
Abundance.
Yeah.
How much is the Abundance Cultivator Colossus combo?
So Abundance is 4, Cultivator Colossus is 7, so 11.
I still would probably play
But you
both
put
these.
every single land from your deck into play, and
I would
you can potentially draw more cards if you had more lands in your
Yeah.
hand, right? Like, this card's trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah,
Trash.
I'm down with dog shit. Don't clip
Get it
that.
outta
Don't
here.
clip that. I'm not down with dog shit.
I'm down with dog shit. Okay. Multicolored.
All right. Speaking of multicolored,
Hey, look who's number
it's
one.
gonna be Abe's conversation. It's alphabetical. Don't
Shit,
don't
yeah,
get
you're
too
right,
happy
right.
about
God
this.
damn it.
This is Bard King of Dale. He is an Azorius commander. He is 4 and white blue for a 3/5. He is a human noble archer. He's reach, vigilance, and he says if you would draw a card except the first one you draw in each of your turns or each of your draw steps, draw 2 instead. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead.
Honestly, bro, I thought about brewing this guy before I knew you were playing him, and I was like 6 mana in Azorius.
6 mana is difficult in the Azorius,
Yeah.
but I like this commander. I think he's like that. Effects are strong effects.
The
but
effects
there's-
are cool.
But the problem with these effects is that we've seen these effects all the time. They're not new effects, right?
You could just
they
play
just took
T'Challa.
both of these and they just
Yeah.
threw them on a card and said, "Hey, this is gonna be 6 mana." And to justify the 6 mana, they're like, "Let's give it reach and vigilance."
It's
In
like,
the video,
but it's a
which you'll see soon.
3/5. It's a 3/5. It's like,
but-
what's it to fucking defend it?
3/5 is like nothing, man.
Yeah.
It's decent.
I'm not putting my
Born-
fucking 3/5.
Okay, look.
Like Born the Fearless.
You're comparing him
Yeah.
to a mono green card, okay? Like the stats are not going to line up.
but
No,
it's,
but what I'm saying is, in a deck that is struggling to get mana, that is like Azorius.
Azorius is
like,
hard to get mana for sure, man.
for it to get 6 out there, why even care about its ability to block stuff?
I think you guys are looking at this too narrowly because you're only looking at this as a commander card. This, I would put on a similar level as Ojitok. He is a token doubler and a draw doubler
Oh yeah.
on a 6 mana card that can go in like Bant.
Oh yeah.
true,
For
Right?
sure,
Like,
this goes in ban.
that's really good.
And that's what I was getting at was I was trying to get around to is if this is in any green core deck, Bant mainly because they don't print 4-color cards. Like this is really good. But it's
I
like
think
if
I
you
had
wanted
this
to
in
build
True
this
Lane.
as a commander, it's like just play T'Challa, and like this could go into T'Challa, I guess.
I would put this in T'Challa. I
Yeah.
think that's fine, right? Because it is, you're just, now T'Challa is drawing you like, what, 4 cards?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like 2 cards like on every cycle. Or if you're on the backside of your Black Panther, now you're drawing 4 cards
Yeah.
when you hit somebody. So like, I think this card is a like decent top end in like bracket 3 for like Azorius decks that want this kind of thing. I wouldn't necessarily put him as my commander. I don't, but that's also because I don't like big costing commanders. Like,
Yeah, the
I-
big costing commanders are.
Spoiler, I recently played Sauron. He died once, and I literally never wanted to ever cast him again because he costs 6. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
I played this guy.
you lean on them like once and hope for the best. But I could see this
played him
card
once.
in there. I think some decks would maybe prefer this over Ojitok if they're only trying to get the like 2 because of the extra card draw this can generate for you. I think he's, I don't know if I'd put him in solid, but I would absolutely put him in potential.
Yeah. I don't think
Because I think
I
his
don't
usage
think-
is much more narrow.
even in Bant, I don't think I'm looking for a 6 mana static effect guy. If
No,
I'm
but
playing
in
6
Bant,
mana,
you can get some. You get mana easy in Bant,
yeah.
though.
But I'm saying in Bant, if
I
I'm
think it's
playing
'cause it
6
does
mana, I'm
both.
gonna want to like.
There might be other things you want to get
I'm
instead.
probably gonna want stuff that helps me close out the game. This just lets me.
This list helps you continuously do what you're doing.
But if we say Ojitok helps you close out the game, this card also does that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if I play this into a Great Henge and I draw 2 off of playing a creature every turn, like...
I would take out like Annoying Procession or Parallel
Oh,
Lives for this guy.
absolutely. This is way better
Yeah,
than those
this is
cards.
better than both of those by a country mile.
Yeah. So, I would put this... I want to put him above both of these in potential.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm down with that. I think it's a good card.
He's a very solid card.
A lot of the times when we do these, we're coming off of like looking at all the Hobbit cards for commander choices, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why like me and Abe are so skewed into like,
yeah,
will this be a 99?
I'm just thinking these cards as commanders, but I gotta think of them
You
more
gotta
as a broader.
expand your mind. Open your lines of thinking.
Okay, now let's think of this next one.
Chief of the Wilds. This is a Golgari 2 black green
Gameplay
4/4
video Friday.
Gameplay video Friday with Menace. And whenever another wolf you control enters, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Chief of the Wilds. If an ability of another wolf or battle you control would trigger, the ability triggers an additional time.
Yo, this card's insane because I just thought of something. You put this card in Volja.
No, you can't. Voja's Naya.
Fuck.
Sorry, homie.
Oh yeah, it is Naya. It is white.
Just play 5-color slop.
Never mind.
No,
I thought
I'm-
you could play this shit.
Oh yeah, we're playing Morathon.
Oh yeah.
Easy peasy.
Hey, admit, thinking you could play this. Just think you could play that in Volja.
I'm still not over the
God
fact
damn.
that battles aren't like you get to kill it and then like you get the thing.
Yeah, you'll see a massive crash out.
You would never see them played.
Yeah, you'll never
You
see
would
them played.
literally never see them
Because
played.
they're
if
not
that
good
was the
cards
case.
then. Like, why play them?
Yeah.
Because
Why
the
would I
player who
give
plays
my-
them gets
Yeah.
nothing of value.
Why would I give my opponents the opportunity to steal one of my cards?
The only time I've ever thought about playing battles was in decks where I'd be like, okay, I can play the battle and then immediately like go to combat and try to kill it.
I think there's only 2 that I've ever played, and I think it's...
It's the blue one that lets you go infinite with fucking that buybacks, Haze of Rage, right?
No, I played the blue-white one that makes Knights and Knights Tribal. It was the Zalfir one. And then there's like a 2-drop one that lets you look at the top 3, grab a creature or land from among them, and then there's one that tutors. Right, in mono green. Like, those are all okay.
I played
Those
one.
are all good.
I played one in Sephiroth. It was Invasion of Amonkhet's.
Oh, yeah, the one that...
Like when it flips, it becomes like a zombie, and then you can change it to anything in your graveyard. It becomes that, which is
Yeah,
kind of cool.
that one's decent too.
Yeah.
I've actually played a fair number of battles in Modern.
Modern?
Funnily enough. The like green-red one that when it entered let you discard a card was before, what was it, Bitter Reunion came out, was played in Indomitable Creativity decks.
Ah, okay.
Because like you could flip it into a creature that you could Indomitable Creativity, but it wasn't something you would hit off of Indomitable Creativity.
I think TK fucked up with the. You know,
He
watch
plays-
the video Friday.
He played Zendikar.
Yeah, he fucked up with the ability on the back. I was tweaking about it. Anyway,
Well,
the-
that got
the-
countered anyway.
yeah, the ones that I'm looking at. Oh, that's also the thing is you can counter.
Yeah, you can
That's
counter them.
Why play battles? bro?
Because some of them, I
Some
think,
of
are
them are not
instants
bad.
and sorceries on the backside.
I'm looking
you
at the
have to be
most
able to cast.
the most played green or black.
Ikoria?
Is
Yes.
it Battle for Ikoria?
Ikoria.
Yeah,
Ikoria is always the most
it's
played.
basically a green sun.
Yeah, it's
No.
always the most played.
It's green sun, and then you get a cultivator colossus looking motherfucker. For each non-human you control, you may have that creature assigned combat damage level 1 block. Okay, that's good. That's good.
A couple of these were also played in, was it Mono Green Pioneer?
Yeah.
Those are solid.
All right, let's continue.
let's get back to
Yeah,
the
we
Chief
gotta
of the
continue
Wild.
here.
We're
Come on,
getting
guys.
I'm
sidetracked.
trying to-
we
I'm
gotta
trying
go.
to
We gotta speed
inform.
this up.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I don't think there's any real abilities, and I'm like, I need to have it twice. I think
it's,
you're
this
picking
card
up for
is okay,
disability.
man. Like it's very strong,
Yeah.
but it's not like gonna blow me around. Blow me away.
I was gonna say it was dog shit until I saw it played, and I went, I can see this.
Yes, it has-
The downside is there's like no good real wolves to
Yeah.
this, but just how big it gets
Yeah.
was really scary. I was like,
If you're going to play this,
God.
you're like playing like a pseudo.
This is a
Voltron
commander
something.
card. Like
Yeah, it's
I
a
feel like,
commander
what
card.
are you playing that at 99? You're not gonna really play
you
that at
were only
99.
playing this
That's
as a
the
commander.
You're
commander.
playing
yeah.
like you're playing a pseudo Voltron sub theme. You better pack boots.
Yeah, I feel
off
like
of this
that
guy.
shit's like I think it's just potential, but it could also be. Or it could be overrated.
I think it's still overrated because I don't
Yeah,
want to
top
give it.
of overrated.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want
top
to give
overrated.
it.
I'm good then.
Like if I were to compare this
Yeah,
to
it's
Smaug,
not really like
it's
compared
not
to like
close.
it's not compared to Dale either.
But I am sold.
I've barred.
I am sold that it's not dog shit.
Yeah, it's not dog shit. Yeah, it's not dog shit.
All right, going to Benedict Cumberbatch number 2.
Why do you guys keep saying that?
because
He's
he
the
did the
voice of
mocap.
Smaug.
for
Oh, does he?
Smaug.
Does the
Yeah.
voice?
Yeah, he was
I
the
didn't.
voice of
I didn't
Smaug.
know that. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
He like you didn't not see the behind the scenes where he's like crawling around in the mocap.
No,
like,
I actually
he's like
haven't.
making faces. Like
I haven't
"Ah."
watched The Hobbit.
Put that up for the viewers.
I
at
haven't
home.
watched The Hobbit. I've watched all the Learning Time.
But this is Smaug the Impenetrable. This is a Rakdos 5 black and red for a 8/7 dragon, flying, indestructible, and haste. And whenever he is dealt non-combat damage, create that many treasure tokens.
I
I
can
thought
see this.
Enraged was a green, white, red.
This is technically not. Well, there's a lot of things that say when they deal damage, do things like it's in red a
It's in
lot.
Did
red.
we put
lot.
all of our commanders in here?
Incidentally, yes. I didn't even know which. Like they're just good cards,
They're
right?
just
Like,
good cards.
I'm not gonna lie. For the Great Goblin, I went into this list to find another commander because I didn't like the one I was building, and I saw the Great Goblin. I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
So Smaug, this one seems very strong, but I think it has some downsides.
This bitch getting entombed and reanimated.
That is true, and I feel like if that happens, is the game kind of over?
This card is Combo City furniture, man. Like just
Combo City, yeah.
Just
It's Combo
with
City.
like what is it? Pestilence and Pyrohemia, you just win.
You win, yeah.
You just, as long as your life total is higher, you win.
You just win, yeah. Because it just doesn't.
And then I
Because
think he's
Pyrohemia.
indestructible means you have to exile him. Like,
Yeah,
granted, he's 7 mana, and I think that's the biggest thing that kind of just turns me off on this.
He's expensive, but
He's
again, like
expensive.
you could.
But I think the turn you play this, you're winning the game.
Yeah,
right.
Why I asked what enraged decks are is because like I don't see this guy has to be the commander. I don't think I would see him in the 99.
Oh, this guy is a commander? I don't think so. I feel like he's a better 99.
I can see it either way. So, like, I think decks like
7 mana?
Rakdos, Lord of Riots, could absolutely put this in their 99. I could see him as a commander. I think any deck that's like Reanimator heavy, actually,
I mean, I would take a flying indestructible
this
beater.
is a huge upgrade for Scion of the Ur-Dragon decks.
Oh
Because
yeah,
you can pay 2,
Oh, yeah.
throw him in your graveyard, and combo off Scion in a 5-color deck. Right? Like, this card has very, very good potential. I think it is a bit of a Timmy trap because it is a 7-mana commander.
It's a 7 man.
But there are things that make this card really, really good. Like, even just a Mayhem Devil will get you infinite treasure sacks, right? Because you sack the treasure, ping him, make a treasure, right? So if you have anything like, the Marionette Master, you're just like, oops, everybody dies, right? There are so many things that make this card kind of just go ballistic that I can't put it under anything less than potential.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
what-
it's. I can put it.
That's
You
why
can
I'm
put it
saying
in
it's a
solid.
commander, though. I'm saying it doesn't have to be the commander, but where it makes it shine is if it's the commander and you build around it, or you are already doing that strategy, and you just like it's like a secret commander in that case if it's in the
Yeah, I think it's got more narrow applications outside of being a commander, but I do think this card is very good.
in the decks that you play it, you should play it.
Yeah, it's very good for the archetypes, particularly if you are in like a little bit of I would say like a slower bracket pod, or if you're like
this
turboing
shit's
this
getting mana
into play
drained.
off of like a like Entomb, Reanimate, crazy kind of combo for bracket 4. And then we have our third Smaug, Wicked Worm. So this is 3 black and red for 5/5 with flying. When he enters, you create X tapped treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. And whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose a life.
What is this balance?
treasure token.
Dockside extortionist.
I would play this in
This is a 99
my
for sure.
Corvold, my Corvold Treasures deck.
I think you could play this as a commander, and it's still really good too.
I think
Because this is
because commander check, scanning, draw card. Okay, it's a good commander.
well. Also, if it gets killed after you make the treasures,
You just
it helps refund it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think this is actually my favorite of the 3 Smogs. And
Commands
it's
on
weird
Dockside.
because a lot of people I think were saying like, oh, this is the worst one. I think this is the best one because it is a combination of what was it, ancient cavern horde dragon.
Yeah.
That makes the treasures equal to someone has, but this is each. And it's what is it, the clue professor stapled together.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is a really insane effect. And 5 mana is not nothing, but it's also not a crazy amount for something that effectively in most scenarios will just refund itself.
And you're playing recursion colors.
Yeah, and it's granted you can't use them on the same turn,
Yeah.
but who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I think this card is very solid. I
think
could
it's
see
solid.
this going into a lot of different places as like a big splashy, like, you need to stop this. Like, I'm going to play this, get a bunch of mana, and next turn you need to deal with this because I'm just going to go off. You know?
Yeah, I like it. It says draw a card. What more do I need to say? I mean,
And it's a dragon.
It's dockside in the command zone.
Right. Speaking of things that we have seen that are good, we have the Great Goblin.
2 weeks. Wait, 1 week?
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
On Friday. This coming Friday.
It's Friday. So it's 1 and black and red hybrid for a 3/2 Goblin Noble. Whenever you put 1 or more counters on a Goblin, Orc, or army you control, he deals 2 damage to target opponent. And whenever another Goblin, Orc, or army you control dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn.
You know when Denji and Power put on the glasses and they like think they're smart? That's what I feel like this is for the goblin enthusiasts that want to put on the glasses and pretend they're smart. 33 plus 77 equals 100 type shit. This is like... So first off, cards on the table because I think this is coming out on Friday. I picked this as my commander for the Friday game. The thing that sold me was... The impulse draw usually is whatever, it's not a deciding factor, but says until the end of your next turn. So you're able to get to your next turn, untap all your mana, and decide if you want to cast the thing, which is really good. And then the thing that at first I didn't like all that much was the top part. Whenever you put one or more counters on a goblin, orc, or army you control, the Great Goblin deals 2 damage to a target opponent. The target opponent kind of did not sell me, but when you're playing like aristocrat effects where it's like everybody loses a life, it ends up being kind of just like a nice little extra thing. And it's, I don't know, I think the deck played pretty well.
I think this card is really good. This is one of the, when we were looking at spoilers, I was like, this is probably going to be one of the more popular commanders. Not just because it's goblins, but like it has a lot of synergies that we got with like Lorwyn and -1/-1 counter goblins.
Yeah.
The armies are obviously fine, but like
it's any counters.
This card is a really like big potential combo enabler because you can just use, if you have other 2 things, this is like the payoff, and it also helps you dig, right? Like the impulse draw rewarding you for when your goblins die covers a lot of like the weaknesses of Rakdos sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think this card is really good. I would put it in solid. I don't know if I'd go insane. I don't think this is necessarily going to beat out some of the other really popular Goblin commanders, but this is definitely an outlet for like if you want like Goblin bombardment loops.
This is,
you know?
Yeah, this is not a 99 card though.
I think it can be too. I would consider this for Auntie Ul.
Auntie Ul player, thoughts?
I don't know.
Because like you're not really putting counters.
If you lean more into like
into a goblin theme,
yeah,
but like just thinking
just for the draw, you're saying, like not for the top part.
I mean, but incidental 2 damage is great.
Yeah. I mean, you are putting counters on all with Anti.
Okay.
I mean, goblin, but you have to lean like really into the goblin scenario.
It looks like Wizards
Not
is starting to
orc.
want to put more like Rakdos goblins than rather than just making like pure red goblins.
Definitely a solid card.
I would not put it over the bear thing, but he's good. He's good. I like him. I'm in.
It's a fun game. Check it out.
Let's see. Next one is Thorin, King of Durin's-Folk. There was a couple different Thorins. This is the one I decided to go with. So it's 3 in red and white for a 4/4 Dwarf Noble. Whenever he or another dwarf you control enters, create a treasure token. And other dwarves you control get +1/+0 for each artifact token you control.
I mean, these are good treasure colors now.
Yeah,
they are good treasure colors.
They're the best treasure colors.
Particularly now with what is it, Gleaming Splendor.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have Magda too.
Yeah, I think this card is gonna be a very solid commander.
It's solid,
I would put it in potential because like
it has a niche.
This is when this is in the command zone. I don't think I'm ever casting this unless I'm zerging and killing someone the turn that I play this.
That's how I felt about Dane, which was my original commander that I was going to play.
Yeah. It's like I am playing, when I play this, I am attempting to end the game.
Yeah.
Because 5 mana for a value engine is kind of eh.
Yeah, solid.
But the fact that it can just kill people, I think
It's an anthem
huge.
For the rest of your board.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, solid.
I put him
Potential.
I put a low potential. Like, maybe
more
even
better
under
than
the Smaug.
Gandalf and Smaug.
No, I put it under the Smaug, but
Really?
that's just between you and me.
That's fine. We can put him there. It's whatever. Next, Thranduil the Elven King.
I feel like this has a lot of
This
hype.
guy is. I think this guy's a boogeyman,
All right, so
he is combo heavy, very
Let's-
combo, can go off.
Let's say what he does.
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
First,
Yeah, go ahead,
but
sorry.
he's got so defensive.
Yeah, because I played it and it got shot instantly, and I played it once. I didn't even get to do it.
You had
Spoilers,
you just had a
spoilers.
rough game, bro.
I
Okay,
did have a rough
okay,
game.
but he is
had a rough game.
Sultai colors
unfortunate.
and 2 for a 5/6
We
elf
banned
noble.
Drain.
It should be a game changer. Thranduil has all activated abilities of all elf cards in your graveyard, and whenever another legendary elf you control enters, draw 2 cards and discard a card.
It's a combo heavy.
This card's fucking stupid,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many ways to make this card just go infinite with itself. Like, this is Necrotic Ooze, but elf restricted. It's ridiculous. Like, there's what is it? There's something that says like it can tap to give itself like +2/+2, or give an elf +2/+2, and then you just have a devoted druid. You're just like,
Yep.
Like, what are we doing, man?
I don't know all that many elves abilities, but I know Devoted Druid exists, and I'm like, okay, well, this is just Devoted Druid is an all-star in yet another deck.
Wait a second. Devoted Druid is tap, add a grade, and you can put a neg1 on it
To untap it.
to untap it.
That's an activated ability.
I did not know
Putting
that.
a -1/-1 counter on is the cost of the activated ability to untap it.
So the activated ability is anything that has like a colon, right? If it has
Yep.
like a... Oh, but
This
is
is-
the tap effect also an activated ability?
Correct.
Oh, so you can do both.
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah.
It was in my deck.
And it's the perfect colors for this.
Yeah.
It gives you access to basically every elf that
Bloom
matters.
Tender. Bloom Tender's great in this deck too,
Yeah.
which I haven't.
You can Bloom Tender, neg1 from the
Yeah.
Devo Druid, Bloom Tender,
Bloom Tender,
if you
You
care
can,
about.
you can make a stupid amount of mana just with those two. Like, he's
One day I'll get it off.
he's not okay. The fact that he also enables you to put elves in your graveyard by playing legendary elves is just like, oh, hey, we just gave him a new effect.
I was really close. Spoiler, I played this deck. I was very close putting Mesmeric Warp in this deck.
I would.
And I cut it because I was like, I did cut it. But I was like, you know what? I shouldn't play Mesmeric Warp in this. I'm like, let me just cut it. But I should have just kept it in the deck.
I would have allowed.
would've
Mesmeric
kept it.
Warp in this deck goes hard.
I'm a big Mesmeric Orb enthusiast when it comes to I want to play from the graveyard and you have an extra deck slot.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame Hermit Druid's not enough.
Yeah.
But it would also go hard.
Yeah, it's a true. Yeah.
You got to be careful though.
Yeah, this
Sometimes
card's
you get
insane. This card's
milled too
insane.
close to the sun.
Honestly, I think it might be. Do you guys think? How do you think this is the pace of the multicolored like commander?
I want to say it's insane, but I feel like everybody knows that this card is insane. So it's like
So it's
kind
dog
of like,
shit.
it's like it's got to get shot.
I want to put it atop of solid just because it is a
Yeah.
5 mana commander.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't really matter with elves, but
5 mana's insult. Like, it's not too
that's a
bad.
fair amount of mana, particularly
Okay.
if he gets killed multiple times.
Which you'll see.
And there's not too many haste enablers naturally within those colors. Like there's artifacts, obviously, but that, this is not like red.
Well,
know?
no, you can play the Tyvar, and then you can play the mono green Chung-Chi, which I don't know if I played the Chung-Chi. I think I cut it.
Yeah, and
But
there's
it's not
obviously
great,
there's like
right?
Concordant Crossroads,
Yeah.
and there's obviously like what is it, 1,000-Year Elixir and the
Crashing
boots.
Drawbridge.
Ew.
Hey, it gives your entire board.
Wait,
base.
you can go infinite with that card, with this card, because I played Umbral Mantle.
If you attach an Umbral Mantle to him and you have something that generates like 4 mana.
4 mana, and you can go infinite, right? Yeah.
So like all you need is like a Marwyn the Nurturer kind of thing.
yeah, and I have more.
Is it based on the number of counters she has or power?
Power.
Oh god, this guy comes out and taps for 5? What
Yeah.
the hell?
Oh,
What are
yeah,
we
that's
doing?
so true, actually. I didn't realize that. You put it in the graveyard, taps for 5. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Alright, let's move on to the other Thranduil. Thranduil the Strategist. So this is 3 green and blue only for 4/4. Other elves you control have tap, add green or blue, and landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 1/1 green elf creature token.
This card is solid.
It's solid, but I personally
I
liked
don't-
the other Thranduil, the adventure one that's 4 CMC. I like that one better.
Nah, no way.
If landfall make a 2/2 elf.
But this
I get that this happens, but there's already so many of the spec, and you can run this guy in there. You could say the same about the other guy. But
Yeah,
it's
I think this beats it out a little bit to me, just because it does give your non-mana dork elves the ability to tap for mana.
Yeah.
And it lets them tap for green or blue, which is not irrelevant.
yeah.
Because like now think Elrond can now tap to activate his own ability to draw
Yeah.
a card. Like there's some pretty nasty stuff. Obviously, green blue landfall shenanigans is ridiculous.
It depends on what type of elf ball you want to play. Because I was thinking,
Actually, another reason why this is better: landfall plus skull clamp. I can skull clamp these elves.
true.
Like that's. In fact, I can tap them to skull clamp themselves.
Oh,
Oh, wait, they have that on summoning section.
Sure.
So, right.
Well, but
Yeah.
like we have ways to break
but
this.
It
I
depends
played that
on-
2 in my Thranduil deck. You know, I had
We know how Devin likes to play it. If it was TK, he'd probably choose the other one. 'Cause
The 2/2,
he
yeah,
likes
it
he
makes
likes
yeah.
combat.
If Devin was building this, he'd have put 15 mana drains in it.
You were so bad. You were so bad. Truly, I want a compilation of every time I have mana drain somebody and their reaction every time. It would be so good.
If you're out there and you see this and you're like a super fan for whatever reason, thank you first off. But also, if you make that video and send it to us, I'll fucking post it on all of our socials.
Yeah. Shout out to you. That'd be great.
Tom
I would
Burton.
do it, but I gotta edit a fucking video by Friday.
I say we just put this guy in solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, he's solid.
I think he's like lower on solid.
Yeah, I would put him underneath Bilbo, but I think he's stronger than
Yeah,
the
he's
other
above
hobbits.
the Bears. He's above the
Yeah,
Bears.
he's above these guys. Just checking. All right. It's so funny. This is Tom, Bert, and William. This is a Golgari 3 and green-black for a 5/5 legendary troll. You can pay 1, sacrifice another creature, draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then discard a card. And when Tom, Bert, and William die, if they were a creature, return them to the battlefield. They're an artifact, which means they're no longer a creature because it does not specify other types.
The decks that I ran Greater Good in, I replaced Greater Good with this card.
Yeah,
Because they
it's
have,
basically good. Yeah.
it's better Greater Good.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like pitching something to Greater Good and then just having a 3-card loot effect.
Oh yeah, because Greater Good says you have to discard 3 cards.
3
Discard
cards,
cards.
yeah. This is only
This
one.
is just better.
Granted, this does have an activated mana cost to it.
Still though.
But the fact that when this dies, it comes back is crazy.
Because that's an artifact.
And it's also the difference between Greater Good and this card is it's a creature, and if you're looking for a sack outlet that draws you cards, you're probably also running creature recursion.
I can
as
sack
well.
this too, Greater Good.
Yeah, it's good, and the fact that it comes back when it dies as a does it come back as a token?
No,
Artifact.
just as it comes back itself as an artifact.
Okay, it comes back itself, so it doesn't actually like exist in the graveyard. If I want
Correct. Yeah, it's in play.
Okay.
And the cool thing is that you can just activate this as many times as you have mana.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, let's say somebody board wipes and you have mana open, you just pay 1, sack that, pay 1, sack that,
Yeah.
pay 1,
I'm
sack that, draw
gonna keep this-
15 billion cards. Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, good job with your board wipe. Now I have my whole hands refilled. Playing.
I'm going to make a quick aside. In Henzi, this is fucking nuts. You blitz him for 4, same
Henzi would
cost
be
as Greater
insane.
Good,
Mm-hmm.
and then when he dies, you get to you sack him, draw 1 off the blitz trigger. He comes back for the same cost of Greater Good, and now you have him there just as an artifact.
Which you can sack all your other blitz guys
Yes.
too.
Which
Yes.
is actually
And you can
that's
stack it, you can stack it.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane in Hensley, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember when this got spoiled. Like all 3 of you,
Yeah.
you and TK were like, "Yo, Devin, this is like your card."
Yeah.
Yeah, because you love doing this.
I do love doing this shit.
This is your favorite thing. This is what you love, Dina.
I do love me some Golgari. It's
Yeah.
funny, I don't have a Golgari Android on deck right now because Zero is still in pieces.
Oh, that's
This is a favorite card. This is, I personally want to say, insane, just because I think it's like a staple in the decks that were already playing effects. Like
It's
this.
Yeah.
even good as a commander too.
But
Like it's
it
pretty
doesn't
decent as a
go
commander.
It doesn't go
everywhere.
everywhere.
and
No, but
think-
I don't think it's insane. It's definitely solid
I
because
think
I feel
it's
like
top of solid.
It's
I feel like
top of solid.
Top of
insane
solid.
makes it like, oh, this cards can go in like has a bunch of different places it can
I'm
go
not
to.
playing this in every green black X deck.
Yeah.
But I am probably playing it in a fair amount of them.
I am playing it in a lot of Golgari core decks.
Yeah, but you have a lot of sack based decks. Like if I was playing like a plus and counter deck, I could see as well.
Yeah.
Like if I was playing what's a good Jund plus one counter deck?
Jund?
Yeah, even green black, like Rayhan or some shit like that.
Oh, I know green black. Genova. I have a Genova deck.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one actually. I like that deck.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I kind of play it again.
It says this is colorless, but it's definitely a blue color identity card.
It's
I went
colorless.
by its actual color, not its color identity. Okay. No Commander players twisted what colors mean in this goddamn game. Anyway, we're talking about Glamdring Foehammer. This is a 2-mana equipment. It's legendary. Has an adventure. It is a 4-cost sorcery adventure, 3 and a blue. And you mill 6 cards, then put all instant sorcery cards from among them into your hand. And then when it is an equipment, it is instant sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is the equipped creature's power, and you equip it for 2.
I think this is pretty good.
This card is nuts.
Yeah.
This card is nuts.
Yeah.
The fact that if I just equip this to something with 3 power, all my instants and sorceries costing 3 less is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, you cast.
Especially because it's in blue, so it's like
you cast cost X less to cast or X is.
it's not in like a color combo.
And it's not static. So if you increase the power of the creature, and it's X less, does that count colored?
No, it's only the colorless amount. But
Okay, but that's still pretty good.
I have a buddy who has a Magus Lucia Kane deck.
Oh, man.
This is ridiculous
Yeah.
because it's an X spells themed deck, or like even just all the new X spell support we got from Strixhaven.
Yeah.
Like this just cracks those decks wide open, and it's not an irrelevant adventure either. But like I saw this and went, this is gonna break some shit.
Can you
open.
play this in non-blue decks?
No,
you can't?
Its color identity is blue,
Oh, okay,
even though the
okay.
card is colorless.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah.
So that could be that's fine. I'm surprised. Really quick. Sorry, I'm surprised the other ones don't have the Orcust.
Yeah, I didn't put Orcrist on here because I felt like it was just like, oh, this is our new tribal card.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it's good in tribal,
really
and there's
good
not much
tribal,
more to
yeah.
talk about. Like,
And then of course it's insane though.
it's very good in
There's a
tribal.
hummingbird out there.
Hey,
Hey, awesome. All right, let's continue.
Glamdring, I would put it insane. I think this card's ceiling is
I
ridiculous.
think it's insane too. Pretty good.
I mean, shit, I would pay 4 mana in like even just like dinky spellcasters in order for this to fucking exist.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a better ramp card. Like any deck that I think would play like, Goblin Electromancer, I think it's called.
Oh yeah,
Would love this card.
and it's mono blue, so like it can fit into like.
How good is
Simic.
that? How good is that deck in Azula?
Uh
Maybe bad in Azula. Is this legendary?
it is legendary.
Oh, okay, it's legendary.
I could see some builds of Azula
Yeah,
maybe use
I
it.
could see
Some
it.
maybe not so.
Azula's too
not
focused
bright.
ones that
Yeah.
would play maybe a legendary otter or something like that.
Bring us a good card.
But think about this: like, if you put this on Azula and you cast like big score, like even just flat cast big score,
Yeah.
like you're paying 2
one?
mana. You're paying.
Because and also
Yeah.
double her power a bunch of
Yeah.
times, so like my things could be like, oh yeah, now they're
Yeah, now I'm
16 less.
I'm gonna cast Comet Storm that costs 16 less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because I win
Yeah,
the game.
you can like come in with like the I'm going to kill one guy, bulk up 3 times. Now she's this, and it's like actually Comet Storm and kill everybody in one turn.
Exactly. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, kind of funny. Okay.
All right, next one is the Arkenstone. This is a 5-mana legendary artifact. Also has an adventure called Seek the Heart, which is 2 and a white sorcery. Search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. So it's a legendary creature tutor. And then on field, it is creatures you control get +1/+1, and at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card.
You know, I want to hear what you guys have to say
I
about
feel
this.
like this shit's terrible. Wait, at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. So, it's like Monarch.
This card is so bad.
I was about to say
I
this
just,
card's
like-
kind of bad, but I was like,
I just see this, I'm like, so this is basically just like modern day Staff and Nin, which is like the really dog shit rare we had to play when we didn't have cards that drew cards. Like, I think this card is bad.
yeah,
I
that
think
card's
it's
bad.
Like,
I agree.
I had this in the Dane deck that I was demoing, and it just like it never felt good to cast.
I guess if you're like playing Search for Glory, which is the 3-mana legendary tutor with like snow related stuff, then maybe like this is an upgrade to that. But I can't even recall the last time I even considered that card in a deck. Like, I think this card, maybe not dog shit, but certainly overrated. Some people are like, oh, this card's great. I'm like, no, this card's not really that good.
Isn't the Endstone like one more?
Endstone
Endstone's 7.
is 7.
Oh, never mind then.
But like,
But even the end stone was overrated.
also this has to be white. So I can't like play this in like the better artifact colors unless
Yeah.
I am white
Yeah.
X, you know?
Dog shit.
I think it's dog shit.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think it's ever going to feel good to play.
I mean, not even in white that's gonna be feel good to play. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
something else.
If it cost maybe 4 on the other side, I would consider it. Right? Because then we're like in the territory of some of those like tribal cards that are around that cost that say like when you play one you draw a card and they
Yeah.
get bigger. Like then we're talking about like a more generalist one that's not quite as good. But 5 is too much
too
for
much.
this.
For +1/+1, maybe if it was like +2/+2, I can like gaslight
maybe,
myself.
You know?
Anyway.
But I feel
I'm
like
down with the dog shit.
yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's just whatever, man. All right, and then this was like kind of the fun card I put in here
Yeah.
because I wanted to talk about this. This is Troop of Ponies. This is 2 colorless for a 2/1 horse. You can pay 2, tap it, sacrifice this creature, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put one onto the battlefield and the other into your hand.
Is this not kind of just like creature-based Myriad Landscape?
No, isn't it just
This is colorless Cultivate.
No, because it's in my mind. Here's how I'm viewing it: is getting a land normally to me 2 mana if you're playing green.
Wait, is it Burnish Heart?
Burnish Heart is
way better Burnished Heart.
way
though.
better Burnish Heart.
It's way
Burnish Heart
better.
is 4 mana. No, is it
It's
Burnish Heart?
3 and then 3 to sack it to go grab 2 lands.
2 lands, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I might actually
But
try
those lands
this
come
out
in.
Mayrin.
They go in hand or they go on the board?
They go on a board tab.
Well, they go on board, so that's probably why,
Still,
but-
this
but
comes
this is
down a
not
turn
bad.
earlier,
Yeah.
activates earlier, and is Cultivate. It's Cultivate and colorless. Like,
I might try to fit this into a.
I had
Mayrin.
this in my Dale deck, my Bard deck. I mean, and I cut it last minute.
Because it's like if you
The way
can,
to ramp.
I wouldn't pay 4 and wait a turn to cast this, but if I can bring it out of the graveyard, recur it out of the graveyard like in Mayrin, this.
Oh, that'd be not bad.
so I look at this like it's not quite Soccer Tribe Elder, but it plays similar roles in non-green decks where like you can block with it, then activate its ability and go Cultivate.
Yeah.
Like so there's unique cute utility with this card.
But
That,
you gotta
like,
keep the 2 mana.
The tap is what's kind of
Yeah.
killing me there though, because like the beauty of Sakura Tribe Elder is it's just like once he touches down, he
you
is a
can-
free
you can
blocker.
access
But remember, he gets 1. This
You
gets
get 1.
2.
yeah, this
Yeah.
gets you 1 to hand and 1 to
But
play.
if
Which is
you're
not bad.
casting it, it's like you're paying Sakura
Yeah,
Tribe Elder
true,
here and
true,
Sakura
true.
Tribe Elder here.
Like it's but again it's in colorless. This now goes in every other color that's not green, right? I thought it was wild some of the like colorless cards we were getting that like were doing really legitimate effects.
Would you play this over like Wayfarer's Bauble? Well, Wayfarer's Bauble grabs normal like any land, right?
No,
No,
grabs a
that's
basic.
basic.
Oh,
I
grabs
would
basic.
I would consider this over Wayfarer's Bauble.
Okay, good. I was
I
about
would.
to ask that because I was like,
Yeah.
I had Where's Fair Bobble, and I was like, I cut that too out of my deck.
I think this is like the
cut a
bottom
lot
of
of cards.
potential. Like it's
I-
almost
yeah.
dog shit.
It's definitely a potential card.
I think this is this is potential.
I might
wouldn't
try
even
to-
consider
but
it
it-
overrated. Like there are decks that if I'm playing like a 6 mana commander,
Oh,
I would absolutely consider putting this card in
like
there.
that card's great in my Ultron
Yeah.
deck. Oh, in Ultron, I'm playing it 100%.
This is also a +1, right? Like it brings a land into play and to your
Yeah.
hand, right? So like it's effectively drawing a card and ramping.
I might try this in Mayrin because like Solemn Simulacrum does work in Mayrin. Mm-hmm. And I feel
this
like,
is the same level of advantage, right? Because it's
and
just,
it sacks itself.
Yeah.
Which is like Solemn Simulacrum, like it.
But you
That
got
one
pay.
game that went up already where I played,
Mm-hmm.
TK fucking exiled Solemn Simulacrum. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
But the thing with this is you have to tap, and it has to tap come in without
Yeah.
summoning seconds.
yeah, but if
But it's
you're,
like-
if you're bringing it into play at the end of your turn with Marin, it's ready to go on your next turn.
On the next turn,
Right,
yeah, on the
like-
next turn, yeah. But I thought you want to. I can kind of see. it.
Also not like irrelevant. It is skull clampable. I always like to point this out because sometimes you just need to kill a thing.
Skull Clampable is also Dies to Bowmasters, so it's not necessarily all the give.
Well, one of those is a game changer, one of them is not.
True.
So it's in bracket 4, you would never play this card, truthfully. But like in bracket 3, I get some people play. I think bracket 2, a lot of people who are not playing green would absolutely jam this
Man,
card.
I'll put this card in my Ultron deck.
Which for like an uncommon, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. I like it.
All right, well, that was a list.
Let us know what other decks you think this might be really good in. I obviously jam my opinion as a Marin player in here, but any other like recursion deck or like I don't know. You guys come up with funky shit.
And if there was any cards you feel we overlooked from the set, just let us know.
That'd be fun to do at the end of the year. Is if we did like one big video of like cards we forgot to talk about in these tier lists. You know what? Let's do that.
Or we can get like cards that we underrated and they were actually very good.
Yeah,
Or
we
cards
do
that
the
we
year review.
overrated that were
You know what?
actually
We had some cool
not
pod
great.
ideas, but we need your help on at least one of them. If we missed any cards, drop them in the comments because we want to know.
I'll toss them in a spreadsheet. We'll
toss 'em in a
take a
spreadsheet.
look at them later.
I love spreadsheets.
Come December, you can tell us how wrong we were, and we'll come back through and review all of our tier lists.
And I think we got them relatively into place because we
Yeah.
were sorting it as we go. So I think we're good and set on this for the most part. So yeah, this is kind of how we feel about the Hobbit. Overall, there's a lot of good cards in it.
There's a lot of
Hobbit
good
had some good
cards.
cards in it.
I don't think there's any cards that are necessarily like Like, it felt like in Lord of the Rings, there was a lot of cards that were just like, okay, like, this is the package. Like, this feels good to play. I think the fact that there was no, like, Commander product.
It did feel a little disjointed.
Yeah, it was just like, here's, like, a smorgasbord of cool
good
ideas for
cards.
cards.
But also, you know what? I think there's a little bit of the philosophy that Wizards took here is that this is meant to be kind of like the core set of the year. Right? This is meant to be like the easy onboarding kind of set, a little bit like Foundations, where
Because so many people are going to play because of this.
It's a bunch of generically solid cards that may not be super cohesive, but you're never going to be upset when you pull like a good card from this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I can use it in a couple different things, even if it's not like the splashiest thing ever.
Yeah, I hate when I like buy a pack and I'm like, oh, this is like a archetype that I don't play, but I got the good card for. You know, like I gotta fucking figure out something. But like this is like I feel good as a pack cracker that like I can just like pick up a pack and be like, oh, this is good. I can find a spot for this. Yep. Also, the foiling and art was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're wrapping up. Thank you for watching. Like I said, comment below, subscribe, get your mom to subscribe.
Hobbit videos, gameplay videos this coming Friday, next Friday, and in 2 weeks we'll be reviewing the Mystery Booster Commanders. So if you're looking forward to that, we're gonna roast the shit out of those.
Yeah,
I have words to say about that product, but I'll try and save that.
We might be a little late to the fucking ship there, but
it's fine. They don't even come out technically till like November.
that's fine. Anyway,
Alrighty,
thank you
later,
guys.
guys.